Representative Doug Ritchie calls himself a conservative feller, but is he? Representative Doug Ritchie states competency-based education is not a liberal effort.
Just for clarity's sake, I think I'm fairly well known in this room, this chamber, as a fairly conservative feller. Competency-based education is not a liberal effort. And I am being timed right now. If I go over, I'm buying ice cream for the chamber. But anyway, so maybe I should keep talking. But I will say this. I am a fan of competency-based education because it moves at the pace of a student's ability to learn. And that's what's important. And I want teachers to do that. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
What does Representative Doug Ritchie know about competency-based education? Does Representative Doug Ritchie know that competency-based education is a recycled version of outcome-based education? Conservative female icon Phyllis Schlafly wrote extensively against outcome-based education after Democrat Governor Carnahan passed the Outstanding Schools Act in 1993. Has self-proclaimed conservative Representative Doug Ritchie read the opinion of Phyllis Schlafly on outcome-based education? Doesn't appear so. Has Representative Doug Ritchie read the file on the federal government website for research on competency-based education? If he did, he would see that these entities have an interest in competency-based education. Who are they? And what do they stand for? What do they believe? Competency-based education is a replacement of the systems, structures, and pedagogies of the traditional system. Competency-based education is driven by the equity-seeking need to transform our educational system. The Great Schools Partnership states, educational equity means ensuring just outcomes for each student, raising marginalized voices, and challenging the imbalance of power and privilege. Mastery learning? We have been here before. Know your history. We have known for a long time that mastery learning doesn't work. What is the big push to get away from traditional learning, and who is sponsoring this failed idea? Democrat Senator Lauren Arthur does not have a teaching degree, but has worked for lobbying firm Teach for America. Senator Lauren Arthur advocates to give more money and power to DESE. Senator Lauren Arthur, who does not have a teaching degree, is quoted as saying she wants to meet the students where they are. Who else wants to meet the students where they are? Carnegie Foundation, Chan Zuckerberg Institute, Nellie Mae, Barr Foundation, Donald K. Foundation? Who are these groups pushing competency-based education? What do they stand for? Is competency-based education a liberal agenda? Representative Doug Ritchie states, Competency-Based Education is not a liberal effort.
Just for clarity's sake, I think I'm fairly well known in this room, this chamber, as a fairly conservative feller. Competency-based education is not a liberal effort, and I am being timed right now. If I go over, I'm buying ice cream for the chamber. But anyway, so maybe I should keep talking, but I will say this: I am a fan of competency-based education because it moves at the pace of a student's ability to learn, and that's what's important, and I want teachers to do that. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
With Republican Senator Cindy O'Loughlin's permission, Teach for America's Democrat Senator Lauren Arthur sponsored the competency-based education legislation that was snuck into the recently passed Education Omnibus Bill. Teach for America are not trained teachers. Teach for America is a political group that takes college graduates that do not have an education degree and puts them in a classroom for 2 years and then sends them out into the political world to create education policy advocates for theory of change and committed to fixing educational inequalities. Why are conservatives teaming up with Teach for America and their liberal agendas? More importantly, why have they done nothing to protect our kids from liberal ideology? Why are they going to bring in failed education policies that use our tax dollars to usher in more radical ideologies? Call your state senator and representative and ask them if they voted for the Education Omnibus loaded with liberal agendas. If they voted yes, ask them why. We all know why.